There is one thing I can do for them, for the dead. It is to win, and keep winning until I attain my dream, a dream they clung to and risked their lives for.
All power has a price. You have received a flaw. Your flaw is clear conscience. Flaw description. You cannot lie. Can't lie. I can't lie. Me. How am I supposed to live if I can't lie? Well, if you wish to know. Sunny already knew that he was in for a wild ride, because he could not lie, and all of these excited youths, regardless of their clothes, gender, and looks, wanted to do one thing: talk. Every one of them wanted to talk with fellow sleepers. They wanted to discuss their nightmares, their future journey into the dream realm, and everything in between. They wanted to ask questions. They wanted to be asked questions. They wanted to discuss something important or just chit-chat about stupid things. Everyone wanted to share. "It's a nightmare," Sunny moaned, disturbed and fearful. "I'm doomed." Then, with a bit of grim determination, he gritted his teeth and slowly exhaled. Just think about it as a continuation of your trial. You survived the Black Mountain, so you can survive this too. He had faced heroes, villains, monsters, and even gods. Was he going to be afraid of a bunch of teenagers? He might have underestimated how scary teenagers can be. In half an hour, pretty much everyone in the room hated his guts. After a short series of conversations, Sunny had acquired a reputation of an obnoxious, foul-mouthed pervert. This reputation was quickly solidified. He was slapped a few times and even punched once. He also discovered a couple of new things about his true self, namely that deep down inside he was apparently rude, arrogant, and more than a little bit lustful. The conversations went something like this.
Look at all these young people. How many do you think will return from the dream realm? How many will perish? What do you think our own chances of survival are?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that a pompous fool like you will die first. Or,
I even received an armor-type memory in my nightmare. It's an enchanted robe. Would you like to see?
actually, I would prefer to see you without a robe. Or,
Then those lowlifes began to rob the bodies. It was disgusting. They even took their shoes. What kind of degenerate would take a dead man's shoes?
I once killed a man and took his boots. They were nice boots.
What? You killed someone just for a pair of boots?
Of course not. There were other reasons. I also took his cloak. Once again, an outcast, Sunny was eventually left alone. People seemed to be avoiding him. Unperturbed, he found a quiet corner and stood there. However, he was smiling. Because in the process of turning the whole batch of sleepers against himself, Sunny had discovered something vital. He learned how to control his flaw. Once asked a question, he could not keep quiet. He also couldn't lie. However, after a lot of experimentation, Sunny had found out that with a bit of practice, he could influence the exact way the truth eventually came out. However, in these moments between receiving the question and surrendering to the pain, the actual wording of the answer could be changed. The more it strayed from the initial thought, the more resistance he would meet. Sunny grinned as he observed the sleepers. This is good. This is great. This is something I can work with. After all, one didn't have to lie to deceive a person. Sometimes truth was the best material for creating deceit. If used with a certain devious type of intelligence, truth could be as misleading as lies. Thus, two truthful statements, when put together, created an effect akin to a lie. This was just a simple example. With a lot of effort and intense thinking, Sunny could create other types of manipulative truths. It was going to be extremely difficult and risky, but it could be done. He just needed a bit of luck. It was time to put his theory to practice. Sunny didn't forget what his main goal was: to make sure that no one ever finds out his true name. To achieve that, he had to create an impression that he was the most pathetic, weak person in this whole building. Someone who would never receive a positive appraisal, let alone a divine aspect and a true name. However, since this would be a lie, he couldn't just go and say it. So how was he to convince everyone that he definitely did not have a powerful aspect and an impressive record with the spell? His eyes fell on a particular group of sleepers. There were 5 or 6 of them, gathered around a tall, confident young man. The young man had brown hair and a gentle, handsome face. His eyes were green, with a hint of friendly humor. His posture, figure, and attentive gaze betrayed someone who went through extensive training. Everything about the young man screamed of nobility and strength. Just at that moment, one of his companions was saying with a tone of amazement, "Ascended? You have received an ascended aspect. What? What was your appraisal?" The young man smiled humbly. "Oh, it was excellent." Sunny stopped in front of the group as though by accident. After hearing the young man's answer, he frowned and looked at him with disdain. Then, with a voice full of utter bewilderment, Sunny said, "Ascended? Excellent, that's it. What's the big deal?" A few minutes later, he had taken his usual seat near Cassia, the blind girl. Despite their compulsory closeness, they had not talked to each other even once, just like 2 strangers forced to share the same space by circumstances beyond their control. Sunny did not see a reason for anything to change today. However, as soon as he took the first sip of coffee, Cassia suddenly turned her head and stared at him with her beautiful, blind blue eyes. Unnerved, Sunny looked around, checking if someone else had attracted her attention, and after making sure that there wasn't anyone standing behind him, asked, "What?" Cassia was silent, as though hesitating if she should reply, and then suddenly said, "Happy birthday." "What?" Sunny frowned, trying to comprehend the meaning behind her words. Then a flash of surprise appeared on his face. "Oh, right. It's my birthday today." He had completely forgotten about it. He was turning 17 today. Wait, how did she know about this? Sunny gave the blind girl a strange look, opened his mouth, and then decided to let the issue go. She was just too creepy. "Ah, thanks." With a nod, Cassia turned away and seemingly lost interest in having a conversation once again. Which was for the better.